And there should be a friend
Greetings,
there.
brother.
Praise the sun.
Yes.
I'm kind of
This
sad
is-
that From didn't program him to clap when you use that emote on him.
Oh, there you are. You've been quiet these days. Smooth summoning out there.
This is one of those weird
Anytime you see my
conversations.
brilliantly shining signature,
You should
do
talk
not
to him several
hesitate to
times,
call
it's
upon
funny.
me.
I am
You've left me
definitely.
with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me. Pretend you didn't hear.
Son, bro, our bro status is purely platonic.
You have a,
Do
you have a
not
bromance
assume
going.
otherwise.
You really are fond of
Me and
chatting with
Sunbro
me,
create a
aren't
bad
you? If I didn't
romance.
know better, I'd... Oh no.
Well, another way
He
of
doesn't
saying
say anything
grossly
else?
incandescent is flaming.
Flamingly incandescent.
I'm gonna have to change
I mean,
that.
look at this guy. He put a feather in his steel helm.
That
Our
is true.
conversations are fabulous.
Dude does paint a big giant sun on his
You
on
should
his
probably
armor.
sit at the bonfire at some point to actually sync with it.
I thought
Yes.
I did. I always forget to do that. My God, thank you.
Yeah, that would be a terrible,
About to
terrible
say,
way.
has he actually sat down at that thing? Or is this just
I
another
always
problem with the stream?
I always forget about that. I'm so glad y'all remind me.
Yeah, waking up at the first bonfire would just be a real soul crusher.
Okay, door number 2.
So yeah, this is Anolando Castle. There's a lot to explore in here. Just
There's a dude in the corner there with the shield
Yes.
and
Have
spear.
we had a lovely discussion about these knights?
Is he an enemy?
Because these guys are the Silver Knights.
yep,
Yeah.
they're the same dudes you saw kind of derelict in the Sense Fortress.
They're also the same dudes who were outside shooting
Arrows at you.
Yeah.
And you'll probably
Have an
notice
arrow.
that they look very similar to the Black Knights.
They do.
These
Interesting,
Are,
It's
Matt.
pretty awesome though.
these are the personal loyalist guards of a person.
Boy, they got a bit of a twist move there, it seems.
Yes. You'll notice that they have a lot of
Seems
different
kinda
weapons.
Yeah. There's 3 or 4 different varieties of the Silver Knights.
Yeah, it seems those spear guys backstabbing them is kind of a tricky thing because of how they twist around.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing. If you have good timing, you can usually get them while they're trying to do that spin move, but it's really tough.
Yeah, much like some of the other Black Knights, their backstab position's more like 7 or 8 o'clock on them.
Mm-hmm.
I do see you've appropriately remembered
Yeah,
to
good
stab
man.
all
I
chests.
saw the chain, but I
Good-
figured I'd do it for
Good man
posterity's
checking the
sake.
chest.
It's much better to just do that for every single chest. If not, you are going to get
Yeah,
eaten
it's
by
kind of
one
like,
down
wait
the
a second,
line.
the game might be expecting me to figure that out.
They might know that I've caught them on this one.
Yep.
I know your tells.
Oh, hello, fella.
So yes, you
How
now
are
have
you?
a very large area to explore.
Yeah. Also, I thought you were going to use Balder Knight's sword.
Yeah, I just remembered that when I saw
Yeah.
him. I'm going to switch back to that after this guy. Because lightning isn't really a thing for these guys, I don't think.
So I figure that it doesn't really count as spoilers if we go into the fact that the Silver Knights and the Black Knights are actually the same kinds of knights when it comes down to it. The only difference between them is that the Black Knights are the ones who actually followed Gwyn on his quest to kindle the lights, like to kindle the flame, where the Silver Knights were the ones who stayed in Orlando to guard it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why they're all charred black.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't really clicked or remembered a lot of the backstory and the names. All I know is that Gwyn was the dude whose Lord Vessel we're going to get or something.
Yes, he's the guy who was throwing lightning in the original cutscene.
Yep. He's like the god.
It makes sense that the Black Knights followed him because they have good fire resistance, almost like they've been burnt or something.
Hmm. Their
Yes,
armor
the-
has been...
And these guys did not go.
Yeah, they just
Yep.
chilled out here.
They stayed behind to guard 2 things.
Is the
Yep.
is the armor just basically something that was supposed to have been of status, or is it literally a magical mark, like they were fallen, they turned black or something?
Yeah, I think it's the latter of the two.
Okay, I don't know if it was kind of like, okay, you guys are getting these uniforms.
Yeah, it's
Well, they all have the
there
same
was
uniform.
there was a specific event that caused them to become Black Knights instead of Silver Knights.
Peeking through the windows here.
Yeah, there's little extra areas, and you can get to those.
Kind of dark.
That's fine.
Check what's inside the door there.
It's a cool dark area.
I mean, it is Dark Souls. This isn't like brightly lit Souls.
And you'll notice that when you go into a really dark area, your character kind of glows anyway.
Yeah.
Like, your character is a light source in this game, so that place would be brighter if you were in there. Clearly, you should just make that room more grossly
I think at this
incandescent.
point, Geop is wise to the manipulations you put him through.
Well, I will say there's nothing in this kitchen except for delicious food. So you got to give him real information and also give him bad information at the same time.
You
And
guys
he gets paranoid.
It's like dungeon mastering his Dark Souls game.
The room is very dark, but you have a slight glow. Roll
Geop
for how
roll
bright it
initiative.
is.
You think if you were to smash these barrels...
It's good to know that fire blows up wood instead of catching it on fire.
The GM isn't very imaginative.
That guy's not even going near the stuff. He's just... I'm gonna send in my fire first.
Dude, we have made him so paranoid.
It's so great, because there actually isn't anything in this room.
Yeah, there's nothing in this room.
Now you're just playing more games with me. There's definitely something in this room.
Would you like to play a nice game of chess?
There's no mimic version of dining room tables, so you don't have to worry about that.
That would be awesome if there was.
Just starts galloping towards you like a freaky, long-legged horse.
He's thrown fire everywhere in the room
Yeah.
except where it needs to
I
be.
like how just by talking to him, you've made him use up all of his pyromancy.
Yeah, just hit everything. Just keep hitting stuff, G up.
Put fire in the place that deserves fire.
I did. Nothing happened.
Really?
Yep.
You should go hit it.
Oh, then I guess go smack it.
If you hit it, Santa Claus comes down. Shit, let's be Santa.
He gives you 10,000 souls.
No, this was like the interlude stage in Final Fight where you beat up the car. Just wreck this room. We know you're feeling stressed out after those archers.
It's all dark. I don't like this.
Keep Shoryuken in that SUV.
Well, to be fair, the basement... Well, let's go explore the basement.
You'll find a bunch of Cheetos down here.
Goons, goons, goons.
Find a computer desk. That's how advanced Honor Lundo really was. Like, that's the big twist. The Lord Vessel is actually a laptop PC.
Yeah,
Just been living the
Commodore 64.
post-apocalypse.
It is really dark. I do not like this.
This is a great room. I love this room.
There's a bunch of goodies in here.
Yes, there
Like-
actually are a bunch of goodies.
I'm gonna store away the
In
fact that you
treasure
said you don't
chests.
like the dark, and I'm gonna look forward to later parts of the game.
Remember that, yes. Well, he hasn't
Just
been
have
jumped on
entire
by anything
episodes
yet.
where GF's just standing there working up the nerve.
Is Gunther afraid of the dark here?
With a hat like
I
that,
see
you'd think he'd
chests,
be more
but
courageous.
Oh.
We should stab him. I mean, seriously.
The chains all look normal on those.
The hell with the chains. Just
This one.
poke 'em all.
This one does not.
One of these things is
What tipped
not
you
like
off
the
here?
others.
I am not going near the middle of this room.
If
You guys have trumped this up so much that I am so uneasy about doing anything. This
Oh,
whole
come on, the
episode is
bonfire's
going
right
to be me
upstairs.
creeping
yeah,
around.
seriously, what happens if you
You've
die?
got 3,800 souls and no humanity. You're fine.
Yeah,
doesn't
there's
matter.
There's two enemies between you and the bonfire. You should open
You
some
got
of these
this.
chests.
After attacking them, they're not being crazy here.
Yeah. Always attack chests.
Havel stuff. Hey.
Yep, this is where you get Havel's equipment.
I keep thinking that looting these are going to trigger something.
This isn't Doom.
Havel's
Anything triggering?
Havel's
No?
equipment is the strongest physical defense in the game.
Mm-hmm. Hence why fighting him took so long. Don't worry about it. Until you walk up the stairs, nothing's going to happen.
He's trying to trigger whatever he thinks is going to
Dragon
happen.
Tooth.
And yes,
Dragon
you now
tooth.
have his giant club.
It's a tooth of a dragon with a handle.
Okay.
Literally
asshole.
the tooth of a dragon. Which is
Let's
awesome.
dumbfire this shit.
I forgot what the strength requirement for that was. It's like in the
50.
40s, I believe.
It's 46 to
50.
50. It might be 42, actually. It's definitely somewhere between 40 and 50. Like,
G-Up is not
completely
good at
ridiculous.
javelin here. There you go. So what gave this away?
Well, he just spin kicked me.
I like the manual aiming for the lightning spears.
He's been playing a lot of Ken in Street Fighter here. Quarter circle back kick.
Just wait for the Shoryuken.
That'd be great if he did it.
They should have just given the Mimic a Street Fighter, like, moveset out of nowhere.
The Occult Club.
Yes,
Yep.
Occult is another weapon type, and that's the flame that you got back in
I
Painted
will
World.
look at all those items once I get back to the bonfire, because I spent all my stuff
Breaking a ton of
emptying out the
boxes.
kitchen. I was cooking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, Occult is pretty much the opposite of Divine. It scales with faith, and it does more damage to certain enemies.
Yep.
It still
Certain enemies
prevents.
like-
Oh, never mind. That's later.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too far ahead. Talking
Yeah,
about
no
stuff.
spoilers.
But it does prevent something. I didn't actually realize that it prevent that thing that we're not talking about.
You've already destroyed everything in this room. I don't know why you're being cautious
There was
about it.
something that Vicus said, I thought he let something slip. He said, don't worry, nothing will happen until you head up the stairs. You jerk. Was that intentional?
Yep.
Maybe
'Cause
you didn't
my
need those
God.
stairs. Those are the other ones.
I was thinking that he accidentally let something slip, and I was thinking, oh, they didn't pick up on it, but I heard it.
Now it's time
my
to burn down
God.
all this rubble.
We're getting pretty meta with the trolling here.
Son, bro, there is a light that needs changing in the basement. You should get on that.
He just goes and gives the YMCA symbol down there. Right.
It just brightens right up. Well, at least that's all that you have to worry about with the basement.
Yeah, you don't have to go back down there either.
Not that there'd be any enemies if you did. Actually true this time.
Yeah, those that mimic doesn't respawn, I don't believe.
I don't think any do.
No, they don't.
Looking at Havel's armor.
It's
Yeah,
lovely
just
armor.
zipping through,
Yeah,
getting
it
a
says
look
it's
at
made of rock.
Yep.
It's the heaviest and the best defense in the game.
There are like
26
entire
weight on the
strategies
shield.
that like involve getting over encumbered with this stuff and just smashing through things.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true of... well, it's true on unupgraded, but I don't know if anything beats it upgraded.
Mm-hmm. It's a good question.
999 durability on the Dragon Tooth.
Of
Well, it's
course.
solid dragon tooth.
yeah.
I mean, what's
You would
gonna
have to
happen
be
if the
actively
dragon
trying
tooth is
to
gonna
destroy this
break?
thing.
I really like that touch. That's why I was laughing about it.
No, the fact that his equipment was found in Orlando, that implies a connection between Havel and
Well, the people that live here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he might have been a part of this Order of Knights.
It's more implied backstory.
So much
Yeah,
implied
put the pieces
backstory.
together. Yeah. That's one of the things I generally like about this game. It doesn't just come out and tell you
Yep.
everything.
It never comes out and tells you anything.
I don't know if you
Honestly,
noticed- oh,
yeah,
sorry,
go ahead. Nah. All right then. fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, honestly, this place is really fun to explore, because, like, every room you go into is a new interesting thing to see.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you noticed, but each of these Silver Knights give 1,000 souls.
Yes.
So at this point in the game, it's one of the best places to grind for souls.
Yep.
Well, they take a little bit to kill, though, at least with my approach.
If you get good at backstabbing them, they're pretty quick.
Yep.
Well,
you can usually chain backstab them if you get, like, once you get really good at it. Once you figure out the exact
I was trying to
spot.
get to their.
And
I was trying to get
you
to their
can
back,
also-
but I didn't really have good luck with it. Really.
And you can also riposte them. Well, not with that shield.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to get to his back, but I wasn't having too good luck. Like
You'll figure out the timing for it eventually.
Yeah.
The,
Otherwise, I have the timing down for trading licks at least.
the reference I figured out for riposting the Black and Silver Knights is when you see them bringing up their sword arm, when they twist their hips, that's when you hit L2.
Yeah.
When they twist their hips to bring their sword down, you do that, you should get a parry.
Again? Really?
There's
This
only
place
one
is
time, and you can run right up on them.
It's glad you learned your lesson after getting eaten that second time.
Although actually, I think I'm going to spoil something just for the sake of showing something off. There is one other chest in this room, and it is a mimic, and I want you to use a certain item on it.
Well, when he's done fighting this guy.
Yeah, when he's done fighting this one.
Spin kicking around, my god.
Hey, it's only +2 on block, so it's pretty good.
Sure you can, sure you can, sure you can.
Nice punt, buddy.
This isn't Capcom vs. SNK.
I do wish this thing was a fighting game character.
Silver
Like, if
coin.
Dark Souls was part of a fighting game compilation, the Mimic would be the character.
Get some silver coins here.
Mm-hmm.
Get like Kennedy $half here.
Ordered them off the shopping network. You know, I hear they appreciate
Oh,
because
God.
they're they're pure silver.
So yeah,
So,
the
this
other
is the
chest
other
in
guy.
this room, I want you to throw a Lloyds Talisman, I believe, on it.
If
You
didn't
should
put it
have
in your
some.
Stash.
Yeah, we got some. Because I forgot what they did, but it was something kind of
It blocks Estus
semi-useless.
usage. It's not very...
It's not useful at all.
Yeah, exactly. Like, this thing
Right.
they don't tell you
I
about
think
it.
I think I actually stored it in the
Oh.
storage. I can go get it real fast. I just got to kill that one guy down there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I do know I have it though.
It's you
I've-
always get some early on in the game, and then you never use them because they're kind of useless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a reason for it here.
There is, yes. It's
Is
well, I
there
mean,
something
there's a
fun-
reason
is
for
something
it
funny to do to mimics, or this guy in particular.
to mimics.
Okay.
Again, it's not like you're too far from your bonfire. It's like, what, one Silver Knight?
Yep. Like it's a really big area, but it's actually very nice, like nicely compact in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's a lot like Painted World.
Mm-hmm. You'll open up shortcuts eventually. All that fun stuff.
Okay, Lloyd. So let me see. I'm gonna have to basically goad this guy out of hiding and then
No, don't attack him. Just throw it at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you get to the-
You also
does it
throw
just-
Lloyd's Talisman. That's
Does
what
it
happens
just have
when
to
you
get
use it.
close? Because it's kind of. I
It's like
guess
throwing a firebomb.
I'll just get right up against him and throw it, I guess. Let me see. I want to see if I can get down backstabbing on these guys. Okay, that's right. These like the Balder guys. Circling the left is bad, but to this side.
Circle to the right,
okay.
yeah.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Or circle counterclockwise, yeah.
Yeah, kind of a force of habit. I'm used to going the other way because it usually works out.
And again, it's like a 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock position to get them.
Come on, get
Because
away
they'll
from
be
the wall.
turning and it'll time itself perfectly. When they use the shield bash, that's a really good time to do it.
Yeah.
You just have to get the timing down for it.
The shield bash does take away a lot of your stamina, though, if it hits
Yep.
you.
Ah. This
These
is just
guys-
practice at this point.
There's so many of them that you're just eventually gonna figure out. Like, you'll eventually get the timing just out of so much practice.
Yeah. The sword guys are easier to backstab than the spear ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the spear guys have that whole twist thing to them.
Well,
Yep.
they keep their shield up a lot more.
That too. Wonder who they get that from.
Oh, they're copying Gunther now. I see.
Word got back to them.
This
"Hey, did you
amazing
hear about this
fighter
guy
from the north."
He's down there in the boardroom. He's using the spear and the shield
Kinda.
at the same time.
Kind of upset
Oh.
that I'm not getting the backstab.
Are you putting your shield down?
Yeah, I am.
You're going too far over, I think.
Too far.
Yeah, I think if you did it a little earlier, that would
Yeah.
probably work out better.
Okay. Just work on it for a bit.
So this is one of those things that you would never discover unless, like, someone told it to you, because when would you ever use Lloyd's Talisman, especially near a Mimic, which doesn't use Estus anyway?
Yeah. I didn't know about this until like my third playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of obscure.
Hey. Thanks, buddy.
Yes, the Lloyd's Talisman will put a Mimic to sleep, and you can just steal its item.
But
If you
we're not
attack
gonna
it, it
have-
wakes up.
And if you attack
We're
it,
not
it'll
gonna
just...
Of course, we can't let such an abomination stay alive.
Seriously, look at that thing.
I know.
It is,
Oh,
it is
stretching.
kind of cute when it's
Oh.
I gotta
when it
say,
sleeps.
before you attack it, try putting on your item find ring.
Too late.
Well,
What? Hey, I was blocking. That was rude. He tripped me. Well, you can actually get rares off these guys.
yes, and it's a really funny item.
Oh, right.
I'll make a mental note then.
There
Next
are
time you
others.
think you know where one is, put on the item find ring.
Sure thing. That was a bit of a delay. Way to go there, Gunther.
Did you like attack like way after pressing a button or something?
I wanted to try doing a lunge just for grins. It would have missed because of how spindly his legs are. But
Right.
One of the things about this game is there's kind of like a command queue where you like, if you
Yeah.
keep pressing buttons, it queues up stuff, and so sometimes you'll do attacks that you don't mean to do.
if I want to do the optional stuff, should I tackle the closed doors first? I guess.
Yeah,
Yes.
try out all closed doors.
Yep.
Okay.
Some will be locked.
Well,
and you'll
go
know
yeah,
that
go
that's
into the open room first because
Oh.
there's some cool stuff in here.
Pardon me.